This is for Sylvia. I'm going to show you how to make yogurt in an instant pot. Okay, first of all, take your milk. I'm using whole milk, a gallon. You can use whatever kind you like. Pour it in the pot. Still below the max. And you put the lid on. Make sure this is pushed to the back. That lets steam out, but I don't think that part really matters. Anyway, then you just push yogurt, and then you adjust the time. Well, sorry, first of all, you just push adjust until it goes to boil. That's the first step. So push yogurt once and then adjust until it went to boil. Now it's going to boil. Bring the milk to a boiling temperature, and then it'll tell you when it's done. And then you wait and check the temperature. I have a temperature thermometer thing that I stick in. It takes a while to cool down to the right temperature. You want it to be 115 degrees Fahrenheit before you add the yogurt to be the starter. So I'll talk to you about that in the next video. Okay.
Hey, what?
This is what the display says after it's boiled the milk. Now I'm going to stir it and test the temperature. I'm not talking to you, honey. I'm recording this for Sylvia.
Okay.
It's been maybe half an hour since it finished. And this is the thing I test it with. A mechanical. Okay, put that in.
For you guys to be hot already. I have to lay on the floor to stay cool. Just saying.
It's not focusing. Okay, it's up to like 140, so it's gonna have to wait a while. I'll put a timer on for at least 45 minutes and then check it again. Okay, I forgot to record this part, but when the temperature is below 115 degrees, you can mix in your yogurt. I just mix in a couple tablespoons of any yogurt you like that has a lot of the good bacteria in it. Mix it up, put the lid back on, and then you go I usually start over. I press yogurt, adjust, and then I go to that's not right. Hold on. Oh, there. See, if you press this, it goes less, normal, more, less, normal. I want it on normal for 8 hours, and then you can go up if you want. And then that's it. So I like to go from 8 to 10 hours. So it'll bring it, keep it at the right temperature for, oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna count up to 8 or 10 hours. But we'll watch. Anyway.
Tell her you found out it turns out better if somebody makes popcorn while you're doing it.
Yeah, it's Sam's fault I messed up.
And you have to have somebody to blame when you mess up.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that sounds like a lot of salt for that tiny bit of popcorn. Just saying. Okay, I'm waiting, watching this. There. Okay, so that's 1 minute. So it's going to work its way up to 8 or 10 hours, whatever I had it on. And then it will make a noise to let me know it's done. And I'll tell you the rest after that. Okay, so the yogurt is done. I had it on for 10 hours. Just beeped and went to yogurt. So now I'm going to turn it off. I gotta find where. Doesn't really have an on-off, so just ignore that. I'll unplug it. Now I open it. And as you can see, we have yogurt. So I should turn the light on. Yeah, yogurt. So, next thing I'm gonna do is take my big pot, put my big colander inside it. That's where the liquid's gonna drain to make Greek yogurt. If you want regular yogurt, you can just leave it the way it is. And then I put this cheesecloth in there. That's what the yogurt goes through to drain. And it's too big. I usually kind of tie it on top. I'll show you. Not really tie it, but pull it together on top. So I'm going to dump this in. I'm not going to be filming while I do that, so I'll just dump this in to the cheesecloth, and then I let it sit for a while until it looks like the right consistency, and then you're all done. That's it. Okay, so there's the yogurt that I dumped in. And I usually pull up the edges of the two big cheesecloth and then twist them together. Show you that in a sec. Kind of like that. And I'll twist it and lay it down on top. down like that. Just so the edges aren't, the cheesecloth isn't, so the cheesecloth isn't coming out over the sides. Then I can stick this in the fridge, check it in maybe, I don't know, 40 minutes. Should be ready, depending on how thick you want your Greek yogurt. And that's it. Throw away the whey, which is the liquid, and keep the yogurt. I usually mix in maple syrup to make it sweet for fruit and stuff, or you can leave it plain for salads. That's it.